Hello there. It was a time between my last video and this one here. Okay, I always wanted to make a video to clarify you a few points. Okay, now I'm looking at the word, I should say, about the federal beside crook and corruption, collusion and all that stuff. I can't find the right word to define or to describe the federal government, because we all know that they never react to whatever you send to them. Okay, whatever you send to them is all the time your emails, your videos, or letters, registered letters. Okay, a registered letter should be replied. I'm not saying that should be put aside. It should be replied, and you have to use the right words in order for me to understand what you're going through. Okay. The last letter I got from Mr. Sajjan, that letter was a piece of shit to me, because he might have took from lower than him, meaning the military police, which I'm against them. Since I'm against them, you cannot use them as a reference, because you have to use your own head, even though I think you don't have a head. Okay, because of your turban, you can't think too well. Okay. So I'm not scared to say that, because it is the truth. Okay, it is the truth, and if you don't like the truth, I don't give a damn about that. Okay, Mr. Trudeau, okay, you keep giving money to those fucking Muslims. Those fucking Muslims, are they your kids? Are they your child or grandchild? I don't know. I don't have a clue of it. But the thing is, Mr. Trudeau, you run our country like a bastard. Okay, like a bastard, because you keep throwing out our money from our income tax, and what we get for it, we get nothing. Okay, you just keep putting our country in the deep hole, and are we going to be able to get out of it? Well, I don't think so. I will never think so. Because if it is the conservatives after you, well, the conservative will keep going down all the time. Okay, and veterans were going to be forgotten by the conservatives, because the conservatives don't like veterans. Look at what Mr. Harper did. Look at what Mr. Fantino did. They decided to close office in different places, which is not good, because that make veterans go elsewhere to get heard by a case manager, and case manager could be like 8 hours away from them, which is no good. You should have not closed those offices, because those offices have their real mean. If they have, I'm very happy that Montreal didn't close, because they have so many veterans around them, and we are veterans all over the fucking place. Okay, and veterans were not being heard by the federal, because they only want to keep money for the Muslims or Islamists. Okay, as for Mr. Trudeau, that is accepting Islamists from Islamic states, which is no good, because those people should go to jail, should go to Guantanamo, because they are terrorism. Trudeau likes it. Okay, he likes to get them back in our country, the Canada, and which is not fair at all, because those people were fighting against us. Since they were fighting against us, they are real criminals. So those criminals should be put in Guantanamo prison, because that's the right place for them. I will never say greater than good thing for people that are in Guantanamo right now, because if they're there, it's because they have caused damage to different people, or they were acting like criminals, or they were attacking us big time. If they attack the US is part of the NATO. If they attack us, we are part of the NATO. Same as other countries in Europe, they are part of NATO. But the thing is, the UN Nation tour, I've done the UN Nation tour. I went to Cyprus myself, and in Cyprus there was nothing there. We were there for fuck all. Okay, we didn't have even ammunition in our arm. So it's no good, you know. That's not fucking, you know. Some of the other players, they have real bullet in their arms, but we didn't have bullets in our arms, okay. So it was just to tell you how they were, you know. Nothing was wrong with them, nothing, totally nothing. The Minister of National Defense right now, Mr. Harjit Sajjan, you are there as a minister right now, and before you were Lieutenant Colonel in the reserve, and you know, as I said, in the underneath of your turban, you should have had long hair. We didn't go to check it. Nobody went to check it. Nobody, before you, because you were an officer, and we don't check on officers, especially the rank above major. Okay, we never check them. So in other words, you were not in standard with the Canadian Armed Forces. I know that because as I was company sergeant major, and sometime I was RSM, you can be sure that I have the policy in my head right now, okay? It's deep in my head. Same thing as what the military police did to me. It's imprinted in my fucking brain, you know, it's in my brain, and won't get out of it. The only way to get out of it, not all of it, but a part of it. If the federal takes their own responsibility, saying that okay, when I did a grievance, I did request the federal to pay me my lawyer fees. They never did that, okay, and my grievance was rejected from the first step to the last step, which was General Ferderal, okay. So even if he had the reply from the criminal court that there was cess of procedure because of missing proof and bad job done, the General Ferderal decided to refuse my grievance, okay, because if he was not to refuse my grievance, the DND had to do something that would have cost money. Since he did that, he did a very bad thing, because I know there was a captain, infantry captain, who was investigating my case, which was not right, because an infantry captain is not good to do inquiry in grievance like I did, because it's only good for infantry. It's not good for investigating. And that guy, I was supposed to respect him, but which I didn't, because I knew what kind of man it was. Captain Reddy, if you hear that, Captain Reddy, well, it was up to you. What did you do in my grievance, Captain Reddy? What did you do? You just suggest that my grievance will be rejected or whatsoever, you know? I don't know what you did exactly. I had Lieutenant Colonel Cote representing me. He was not able to do nothing because, you know, there was a few things that were used against me, and probably, and some other thing that you had used it. Corporal Godreau, okay, you were the military police at that time. Right now you could be, I don't know, Master Warrant Officer or Chief Warrant Officer, but the thing is, Corporal Godreau, you can be sure that you won't take it to heaven with you, because I will always be there to command my arrestation in 1995. I know it's far behind, but the thing is, Mr. Sajjan had relieved a case 43 years behind, a grenade that has exploded in Valcartier, 43 years behind. Me, my case is only 23 years behind, and you don't want to accept me. What's wrong with you? You know, Mr. Sajjan, what is wrong with you? You're a bad man, and you don't deserve to be at the place where you're at right now, because I hate you. Mr. Trudeau, I hate you as well, okay? Mrs. Diane Leboutillier, I hate you as well, even if I'm from Gaspé, I hate you as well, you know, because you wouldn't be able to reply to me, and I'm very anxious about that, and I feel very bad about that. And you know, you can be sure that you won't get my vote in 2019. So I thank you so much. And Conservative as well, you won't get my vote in 2019. Mr. Maxime Bernier, the popular thing there, you won't get my vote in 2019, because I know how you acted. You're acting right now.